This generation is filled with people who have broad imagination. And if we don't accept their imagination as reality, for some reason we hate them. Wow. Liberals of TikTok, guys. It's pretty much just showing people and what they're doing, not even necessarily like speaking bad about them, but just showing what they're doing and what they're saying and putting it in the open and letting people see it for what it is. So we're just gonna do a reaction video, reaction part one. Check out some of these.
First of all, I will say that the process, the journey is ongoing and probably will be for potentially her entire life. But here's how it started. So she was designated, assigned, observed male at birth. And until
she was designated, assigned male at birth. So she's talking about a little boy, but she's calling him a she, which means that this mother is, has come into a place where she's accepted her son, saying that he's a girl, pretty much.
Till about 18 months, didn't really, know too much, just kind of was raising two kids.
Hold on. Do you hear that? She said until about 18 months, a year and a half. So you knew it a year and a half, really? Really? A year and a half, she knew this, guys. She knew something was off. Listen, I was playing with Barbies with my sisters at age 8, 9, 10, okay? My mom didn't think to herself, oh, well, yeah, something's off. Like, come on, guys. This is crazy.
Full time, not really paying attention to what was going on. And at around 18 months, she started showing signs of like really being interested in things that her sister had and had in her closet, and wanting to play dress up and wanting to put on lip gloss. And when she would see fingernails, she would want her fingernails painted too. And,
well, you're influenced by your environment.
We thought it was cute. No issue. We had no issue with, her wanting to do those kinds of things.
That doesn't make it all right to, come into agreement with a baby, with a child. They can't even dress themselves. Lord have mercy. That still needs you to change their diaper.
And then around the age of 2, things started to progress at a quicker pace. And so each time that we would go to pick her up from preschool, she was fully outfitted in dresses and jewelry.
Hold on, did she say age 2? Let's bring it back a little bit. Hold on, guys.
At a quicker pace. And so each time that we would go to
a little more back.
Us, and when she would see fingernails, she would want her fingernails painted too. And, we thought it was cute. No issue. We had no issue with, her wanting to do those kinds of things. And then around the age of 2, things started to progress at a...
She did say 2. She said 2 years old. 24 months. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on?
Quicker pace. And so each time that we would go to pick her up from preschool, she was fully outfitted in dresses and jewelry.
Fully outfitted with dresses and jewelry from preschool. Clearly, whoever her teacher is, she got me saying her. She got me saying her. Whoever his teacher is influencing him and putting things on him, planting seeds in his little young mind. Listen, from age when you're born to 6 is when your mind absorbs the most information, and you're really engrafted with what you're learning at that time. And clearly, whoever this teacher is, this is crazy. Whoever this teacher is dressing your son, putting nails on your son, putting jewelry on your son at 2 years old, and you have no problem with that. Instead, you're saying, "Oh my gosh, what in the world? Where's the protection? Where's the protection from the parents at? Where's the protection from the parents at, man?"
And so I will say I was super stoked that we had such a wonderful childcare center that she was in, because she was allowed to, experiment with her gender. And
Boom, there it is. Boom, there it is. She was allowed to experiment with her gender. Are they going to school to learn education? Or to be transformed to what they think that they are? Listen to me, a kid can say they are a dinosaur. A kid can say they are a frog or a dog. Now you tell me, if this child would have said she's a dog and then started putting on fake whiskers and claws and put the little puppy ears on, you think her mom would have started speaking her in woof woof language?
And play dress up and do those kinds of things and have access to them. So when I would go to pick her up from preschool, like I said, she would be dripping in, just jewelry and clicky shoes and all kinds of stuff. And
jewelry and clicky shoes, it gets deeper, ladies and gentlemen.
Getting her to take that off to go home was usually a pretty gnarly struggle. And then around the age of 4, she started wanting to wear like leggings and headbands. She had this one headband she was completely attached to that she felt, I look back on it now and think to myself, gosh, I wonder when she put that headband on, she thought to herself, people see me for who I am. No one's going to misgender me now. And so it progressed. It just kept moving in that direction with more and more.
No one's going to misgender me now, meaning nobody's going to call you a boy when you are a boy? It's correct gendering.
More things that started showing more and more signs. She would say, when I wake up tomorrow, I'll be a girl. And we were kind of like, oh, okay, yeah. And my husband and I would be like, we gotta figure this thing out. And so kind of for that final test, my husband decided, you know what?
Well, first of all, you've already engrafted all kind of information in this child's head to make him believe he's a woman. You've already let this child wear dresses and put on fake nails and do this and do that. And this child is coming to a place where they think that they're a girl at this point. You've allowed this to happen to your child. You put no type of protection over your child. Of course, they're going to get to a point where they get older and go more and more into that dark hole. What do you think is going to happen, ma'am?
We're going to figure this thing out. We're going to tap into this and see what happens. So he said, I'm going to coach a t-ball team and I want her to be on it. And so I was like, all right, let's do it. Well, that didn't go over so well. She not only hated t-ball, she hated the uniform, she hated the hat. We found everything in the trash multiple times. You couldn't get her out the door to go play on Saturday mornings. And so eventually I thought at one point, what if I let you wear your leggings and a tank top underneath, and we can, as soon as the game's over, you can take your uniform off. And she was like, okay. So she wore the headband. She didn't wear the hat. She wore the headband. She wore the clothes underneath her uniform. And she would go to the game and she would stand there. And as soon as it was like, game over, she would rip those clothes, that uniform off and stand and proud in her tank top and her leggings. And very shortly after that, she told us she was a girl. And
she said at the end, and we believed her. So because your 4-year-old child told you that there's something, you believed it. Interesting. So if your 4-year-old child would have told you that they were a cat, would you have bought kitty litter and put it in the bathroom? If they told you they're a dog, would you have started buying dog food and put it in the kitchen? Listen to me. Listen to me and listen close. Just because somebody tells you something does not mean it's true. Stop catering to these people's imaginations. Just because somebody tells you something does not mean it's true. If it's not true, it's not true. If somebody comes and tells me this is a plate, I'm going to say, oh, no, that's a cup. Somebody comes and tells me this is a car, I'm say, oh, no, that's a phone. So what makes it any more different when a child comes and tells you that they're a girl when they're a boy? Catering to reality that is false. It's very detrimental and dangerous to society. And you see that because it just keeps getting more and more wicked in society. Because we keep catering to people's emotions instead of truth.
With this, and I still think it's harmful to trans people.
What doesn't he agree with? It says the only time not wanting to date a trans person is a preference is when you may want biological children, and that's understandable. I think. I don't know. And this person saying he doesn't agree with this. Let's listen.
You can still have biological children with a trans partner.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
In the same way that, like, 2 lesbians can have a biological child, 2 gay men can have a biological child.
How in the world? No, you cannot have a biological child with 2 men or 2 women without an outside source. Facts.
Yes, it's a lot harder to have biological children
A lot harder. It's impossible, my friend.
when you're not in a cis-het relationship, but it's still possible. Is it expensive? Yes. But
Boom, there it is. Is it expensive? Yes. Why is it expensive? Because you need to pay for another source. You need to pay for somebody outside of those 2 people. God didn't make it that way. God made it so a man and a woman can have a baby together. You don't need to pay for nothing. You don't need to go out of those 2 people. So it's not a fact. It's impossible. You just contradicted yourself, my friend.
that's something that I feel like a lot of people in the LGBT community go through if they want kids. I don't. No. I'm too poor to have children. But for my LGBT people that do want to have kids and you want a loving partner to have those children with, I feel like you still shouldn't be discriminating against your partner if they're trans when looking for a partner. It still feeds into this stigma that trans people are not their gender when they are. A trans man is a man and a trans female is a female. It
But they can't explain what a woman is.
just makes the community more loving and accepting.
He went from people of the same sex can have biological children into something else. That was a conversation full of confusion. My mind's blown at this point, guys. I don't know how much more of this I could take. Let's just watch like two more.
Today I'm going to be teaching you how to use shark's pronouns and sentences. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to use flower's pronouns and sentences. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to use wolf's pronouns and sentences. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to use paint's pronouns and sentences. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to use cat's pronouns. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to use that's pronouns and sentences. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to use viz pronouns. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to use thon's pronouns and sentences. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to use them.
What's going on? God is not a God of confusion, people. What's going on?
Pronouns and sentences. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to use shroom's pronouns.
What's going? Oh Lord, have mercy. So she went from frogs, cats. You could be anything. You can be anything you want to be. And we need to call you that. Hey cat, hey dog, hey dresser, hey house, hey light, hey couch, hey phone, hey TV, hey Barbie. Whatever you want to be called, we need to call you that. And not only that, but we need to believe that you're actually that. Hey Invisible, where are you? Where are you? What is going on?
Lion long legs. My pronouns are they, fair, fairs, it's, and they, them is just fine. So if you wanted to refer to me, you would say Faye is a drag storyteller. It loves to read, and some of their favorite books are Where the Wild Things Are, and From the Stars in the Sky to the Fish in the Sea. And I have been reading with Drag Storyteller, with Drag Story Hour, for a year and a half. And my drag character is a drag thing that can be anything in the world. Today I'm space, a lot of times I'm a notebook or a car, all sorts of wonderful things.
Okay, so first of all,
Yeah, see, guys. That last video was just it was sad. Actually, all these videos are sad, you know. We can't even get mad at the people, man. It's what they come into agreement with, and they are held captive to a high degree. We really, as children of God, have to come into a place where we are praying for these people, man. I'm not even like upset with the people. I'm not. I'm at a place where I feel really bad for them. They are in bondage. They are held captive by the enemy. and they've continued to come into agreement with the enemy to the point where they just keep going further in darkness, further in a place that's separated from God in their mind. God is not a God of confusion. And with these people, you see all kind of confusion, guys. This is crazy. Man, dude. That's heartbreaking, to be honest. Anyways, yeah, this is just we just wanted to do the reaction video one time. We're gonna do more. This is just part one, guys. Anyways, guys, stay in prayer for these people. You know what I mean? At this point right now, you guys, we are in a place where we need to go into deep intercession and be interceding for all of our brothers and sisters, you know, and for people to come in to walk with the Lord, come into following Christ, come into true salvation, come into truth, which will lead them back to the Lord. Amen. Pray some more. I love you guys. God bless.